be very, very quiet. I see it over there, just outside the woods. It's a podcast. If we get close enough, we might just be able to grab it. Oh, I thought it saw us for a second there, but then it didn't. Yeah, it's a little quieter. Come on now. I know, it's cool. I've done this before a couple times. Look, there it is. Okay. Go, grab it. There it is. We got it. We got a podcast. Hello, welcome everybody to the THREAT Podcast. We managed to catch this one. It was wandering near the woods, and I'm excited. I am the successful hunter, Matt Vaughn, here with my co-hunters, Alex and Will. Alex, how are you?
Good. How are you?
And Will, what's your star sign? What's your astrology symbol?
Libra. I also don't condone the hunting of animals for sport or for food. I don't even like how the natives did it.
How do you feel?
They should have all been vegetarians.
That's pretty controversial. That's really controversial.
That's right.
Natives
should have been vegetarians podcast.
I like the idea of sure, we were bad to the natives, but they should have, there were some things they did wrong too.
God.
They ate animals. They shouldn't have ate them.
Yeah.
The views expressed in the THREAT Podcast do not reflect the members of it.
They sure do.
So
right.
We caught this one. It's not really an animal though. It's more like a new kind of media thing. It's really just recorded radio.
Isn't an animal.
It's not special.
New kind of media.
It is a new kind of media thing.
I don't know. People do treat it differently.
Than animals? Yeah. Nice mug, by the way, Will.
There's a couple of mugs going on the show.
It's
pretty good. Oh, gosh. Alex is rocking a Patriots mug. Where'd you get that? That's kind of cool.
Actually, I don't know.
I believe our Aunt Heather, before she bestowed upon us matching Christmas sweaters every year, or sweaters at Christmas time. They're not Christmas themed.
Yeah.
She used to give me Patriot stuff every year, so this is the mug that I got. It has a football ting on it.
Ravens
and it's got a field on it.
mug. It's
a
good mug.
You know what I don't have? A Patriots Tervis tumbler, which one day, hopefully, I will procure.
Tumbler.
Just because I like the name Tervis Tumbler, you can put hot drinks in it.
Did Tervis Tumbler play for the Patriots? I thought he was
Tervis Tumbler, yeah.
He was just on the practice squad, right?
Yeah, he was on the practice squad as a middle linebacker. Tervis Tumbler from the University of Wisconsin.
What a Badger he was, too.
What a Badger he was. Hey, we got a big who you got today between Clemson and
Bama?
Alabama.
I gotta go with Bama.
Yeah,
I gotta go.
Matt's the one Nick Saban fan in the world.
I'm an Alabama fan. He happens to be there. I've been there since Bear Bryant. I suffered through some dark years in the 90s. It was tough when we lost the Orange Bowl to
back
the
when we were
Michigan
growing up,
Wolverines.
You're such a huge Bama fan.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
We don't even get college football on our rabbit ears, but good for you.
Yeah, exactly. Because we had rabbit ears.
We had rabbit ears. You remember that?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm saying Bama. My boy A.J. McCarron didn't have the greatest weekend, but he did what he could, and he brought that team back.
Catherine Webb, you always have a good weekend, in my opinion. Every boy in America, get out there, start throwing that football through that tire. Because that's how you get.
Is that what they said?
Brett Musburger. It's an awful Brett Musburger. He's not Southern. Everybody in America, you better get that football out there in that yard. You better throw it to the tire. Because that's how you get pretty women.
You could.
But he was kind of oddly thrown by her. Just being like, whoa. Babe alerts. You're like, all right, Brett Musburger.
Come on.
Hey, man.
You got grandchildren that are that age, man.
She's cute, though.
Gotta be weird about it, man.
She is cute, though.
Will, what's
so?
Who do you have in the game, first of all, and then we'll get into some of the Niffle games.
Can I ask a quick question? Did either of you know
Sure.
where Clemson played before? Or do you even know now where Clemson plays?
Oh, can I guess?
There's a lot of schools I don't know where they're
I love it. There's Ball State. It's there's no state called Ball. What is this?
Did we talk about
Also Hard University.
2 weeks
That's
ago?
where T Swizzle went.
That's right. And I had
T-Sizzle
to ask
started
what that
T-Swizzle.
meant.
Will, I want you to...
That's Taylor Swift.
Alex, do you know? Or do you want? Let's get Will to guess first. He
get Will
seems
to
to know
guess.
the least.
I think it's in Florida?
No.
No?
It's not in Florida. There's too many schools in Florida.
Clemson's... Oh, boy. Clemson is in...
Clemson University.
I used to think Syracuse is in Florida.
Temple's in
Super isn't.
I get Temple and Clemson confused for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Temple's in Philly. I'll say Clemson's in Georgia.
No, you guys are in the right neck of the woods. It's in South Carolina. South Carolina.
Dang it!
Yeah, that's what I had no idea.
What's their coach's name?
Sweeney?
Sweeney?
Not Nick Saban.
No. Jumbo Fisher's still my favorite coach name, but
Where? Okay, so now let's guess
Bob
where.
Cooter's pretty good too, though.
Where is Alabama?
I think it's in Idaho.
Do you guys know where Ball State University is?
Ball State?
Yeah.
No. Will?
Let's
Ball
guess
State.
though. Idaho.
No.
Nothing's in Idaho. There's not.
Boise.
a thing
It's just
in
U
Idaho.
of
They got
Idaho.
a blue
I
field.
think.
They got a blue field in
They get
Boise.
in Boise.
Ball State is in the Ballin State, Indiana.
I used to have a Boise State T-shirt because Dad picked one up for me when he was in Idaho.
Nice. I think I did too. I also I have a Minnesota Golden Gophers shirt, which actually is pretty cool in terms of.
Which one has the wrestling one? The Minnesota wrestling one? Because we each have one. I have hockey, and somebody had wrestling. I know that.
I guess Alex said if you had hockey and I had football.
Obviously, it was me. Duh.
And he remembers it so well.
Duh.
All right.
Duh.
I'll guess where Minnesota.
The shirts I remember having is Florida State. I had a couple Gator shirts back when TT, double T's, was the place to be for
Tim
You had
Tebow?
Florida
Tim Tebow and
stuff because of
what's
Tebow?
his name? Yep.
You were a big Tebow fan? I did not know that. You can get a lot of discount Tebow
Was that it was
jerseys
Florida or Florida State, and I picked Florida. So whatever. Whom I got? I want Clemson to win. I think Bama will win
Hey-o.
because
Roll Tide.
roll. I don't even understand.
So
the
much from
reasoning
college
for
is
that.
unclear to me. Why they're the Auburn Tigers? They say War Eagle,
War Eagle, Roll Tide because they're Crimson Tide.
Yeah.
But why does the Tide? I don't know.
and their logo is an elephant.
Well, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, the Republic.
Yeah.
Obviously,
And just like the Oakland Athletics.
also has an elephant. It is one of those things. I don't know.
Because nothing's more
Do the
athletic
A's have
than
an
elephant.
elephant?
Yeah, look at their practice hat.
Oh,
It's-
yeah,
It's
yeah.
awesome.
I'm gonna look at their practice. No, I'm not gonna look at their practice. I'm gonna take your word for it.
Yeah,
lazy
it's
look
an
at
elephant on a.
practice
It's an elephant with one leg, 1 foot on a ball,
That's an
Okay.
athletic elephant.
and it's
That's
not
pretty
what
good.
you think. Yes, they are pretty good.
That is an awesome practice hat.
Well, did you say who you got in the game? Who you got?
I'm gonna go with Clemson just to be different. I really don't know much about college other than what I hear on PCI every week.
And even that, it's just.
And even that's like,
Well, it's funny too
5
because
minutes.
it partially comes down to what we talked about at one point, which is that I don't know what to call it, committee, I guess, who votes on the teams.
the
And
rankings.
Condi's one of them. And so if you look at like everyone on that committee, I think there's 10 or 12 people. It's like Condi, who's former Secretary of State, and then like everyone else is either a former coach or like athletic director. So she makes
Condoleezza Rice.
Condoleezza Rice. Yeah, Condi. Member at Augusta Country Club in Georgia for where the Masters are played, and also picks out football teams despite having I wouldn't say no knowledge, but I would say probably not much more knowledge than what I have.
Why would you think Condoleezza Rice isn't a big college football fan?
Where did she
wasn't.
Where did she go to college?
I don't know.
She teaches at Stanford, I think.
But
She's
what-
smart.
Yeah, no, I know she's smart. I'm not saying she's not smart. I'm saying it's very random that she's on that squad.
She's an alma mater of
One of these things.
She's
is
got
not
some
like
squad
the other.
goals.
She's a Notre Dame alum,
Oh, there you
according
go.
to Wikipedia.
Hey, Alex, what's not to like?
And Denver, apparently. Yeah, that John Denver's full of. Anyway, it's a big game tonight, but let's talk about the NFC playoff picture.
Bunch of sports happened, and they're still happening.
Some happened last night, and we won't talk about them for reasons unknown.
Yeah, I just don't want to talk about it. I'm
Spoilers,
still
man.
kind of
No,
raw
no,
from
spoilers.
that.
Yeah, you're a big NFC fan. Well, I don't blame you.
Yeah, I'm a huge NFC fan. I'm a huge fan of the fact that the Seahawks, until Marshawn Lynch made that run against the Saints. And even
No one liked them?
even I don't know, when they were in the Super Bowl against Pittsburgh, I really didn't feel anybody was on their side here, and now you just see people with all the time. It's just I don't know why
boom.
Yeah, the Seahawks bandwagon jumpers somewhat bother me quite a bit. But I got to say Russell Wilson's been playing real well in the last weeks of the season.
Yeah, yesterday's interesting though because with a 12 p.m. start in Minnesota, it was a 10 a.m. start Seattle time. So
Yes.
kind of an odd one.
Yeah,
there
very
from Minnesota,
early.
and -9 degrees Fahrenheit, don't know what that is in Celsius.
It's minus 2 billion. I think.
Yeah, it's freaking cold. It's like, say, minus 15. Man. It might, or like was on... At one point on pace to be the coldest kickoff in NFL history, so it's not going to be.
It's minus 22.
Yeah, minus 22.
Oh. Wasn't there a Super
Bowl? It's not as bad as minus 22 in Nova Scotia because
nasty.
The dry versus wet cold, which is really a thing. Truly a thing.
I didn't know about that till little sister-in-law came into our lives, and then I realized that minus 10 doesn't feel like minus 10 everywhere.
She suffers greatly in Halifax with the.
We all suffer greatly in Halifax.
I've heard the term.
Just being here.
I've heard.
It's very hard.
I've heard the term like bone chilling cold, and that is the cold. So wait, a dry heat is good, right? But a dry cold isn't that bad? Is that? It's
not bad.
No,
dry cold is better.
Dry heat's also better. Everything dry is better.
Yeah, everything dry is better.
Everything dry is better.
Well, I mean, kind of.
Especially a nice
for dry weddings. You're like, why? Why are we doing this?
Yeah, that's
dry.
Can I get some water? No, we have sand. It's a dry wedding. Yeah, okay.
Drink the sand.
Drink the sand. It'll make you feel better.
It's on the beach. So a wet hot is very bad, right? Like
wet hot American summer is
yes,
is bad.
A wet hot is bad.
Dry hot American summer.
A wet cold.
When is anything like wet good? You're like, ugh, it's all wet. No.
Pasta. You don't want dry pasta. You want a nice.
I like a dry, crunchy pasta.
You like it crunchy?
Yeah, with a little sand on top. It's real good.
Skip the middleman.
Yep.
Don't cook it.
No.
Just
eat
it.
It cooks in your tum-tum.
Oh, God. Cooks in your tum-tum.
Cooks in your tum-tum.
Heck. What was that Super Bowl that like people are still sick from? That was like the coldest Super Bowl.
Oh, the ice bowl?
Ice bowl, yeah. I was like, it's called either the Snow Bowl or the Ice Bowl.
In 19 Dickety-Doo. It was a Super Bowl
67. It was
2?
the NFL championship game.
Oh, it's the NFL championship game.
Yeah. Oh, wasn't he a Super Bowl?
No, apparently not.
Oh, okay.
Packers beat the Cowboys and Lambeau.
I knew it was the Packers, and the Packers won. Roll Tide.
That game, yeah. Roll Tide. Roll cheese. Okay,
my buddy Wesley's a big Packers fan now for no reason whatsoever, so good for him.
Okay,
when did he jump on?
Like 2 years ago, maybe?
So at the Ice Bowl, Lambeau Field's turf heating system malfunctioned. And when they pulled off the tarp before the game, there was moisture on the field, which flash froze in the extreme cold. So it was immediately icy.
Oh, a day after tomorrow, does they pull the tarp off? And just like the ice just kind of crept across?
I bet somebody said that there, but then they were like, oh, wait, that doesn't make sense.
Oh, wait, that hasn't come out yet.
Yeah.
We'll for another 37 years.
That's confusing.
We'll wait on that. That is easily probably my favorite Jake Gyllenhaal movie, The Day After Tomorrow.
It's probably his best performance.
You have your Zodiac, you have your, the End of Watch or Nightcrawler, and those are all ish. And we know that the real best movie, Jake Gyllenhaal's canon, is Day After Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Also, subsequently, Dennis Quaid's worst movie.
Dennis Quaid's best movie, Any Given Sunday.
Any Given Sunday.
Frailty? Drive off in a Hyundai.
That's not what it's called.
Well, DQ's made a lot of movies, man.
Him and JC, Jim Caviezel, who played JC, Justin Chenner, and that
Justin Chenner.
Justin Chenner.
Timberlake.
That Jennifer Lopez movie, Enough.
And it was enough. So yeah, the NFC picture we don't have to.
J-Lo's acting career is enough.
It's so brutal that Minnesota has to play outside in January,
and they never used to, right? Because they always played in that stadium that collapsed,
in the Metrodome or something.
Yeah, the Metronome keep time very well.
The Metronome, yeah. Quarterbacks are very good at keeping.
They don't ever have to wind the clock in the Metronome because everyone's on top of it.
Because they're going to play in like their glass iceberg next year, right?
Yeah,
is this the last time at TFC? But actually, there's also I think we talked about this, the Stadium Series game, Minnesota and Colorado plays in Coors Field against Detroit. Minnesota's going to play against...
Why'd they do this? They had like the one winter classic, and they're like, let's just do 6. Let's just do 6 of them. And you're like, all right, I guess so.
They like the outdoor games. They like having more than one, a couple.
Yesterday was the first time.
The best was the one in
all season.
California.
I watched a second of NHL hockey, and then watched a little 3-on-3 overtime. It was pretty good, pretty entertaining.
Was it Vancouver?
No, it wasn't up that late.
Actually, though, for real though,
though,
really though,
for serious. But I'm actually being serious right now.
Ovi's goal on Saturday, the overtime winning goal against New York, was unreal.
I didn't see it.
Coast to coast like butter on toast, baby.
They're good this year, aren't they? Aren't the Washington Capitals good at hockey?
They're really good. Yeah,
Okay.
they're really good.
They're still going to blow it in the playoffs somehow, but good for them.
Yeah, they got a bunch of President's trophies, but nothing to show for it. Nothing to show for
No one to drive them around, nothing to show for it.
Nothing to show for it.
Yes.
So can we talk about...
We can.
Let's talk about, before we talk about what we're going to talk about, can we talk about how
the Golden Globes were?
The Bengals? Nope, the Bengals. But they did bend, but they didn't break. Actually, they did break. Bengals lost.
Yes, they lost at football.
They were up. They lost a playoff game, which isn't shocking at all, but...
Yeah, Marvin Lewis is 0-7 in the playoffs.
He's worse than David
0
Price.
wins, 7
Actually, he's got
losses.
the same record as David Price. It's terrible, right?
Well, first of all, what's going through your mind? Because they're, it's like the Bills playing the Jets for Matt and I. So, like, what do you care in terms of how do you just want both?
Yeah, and like in terms of like my division rivals, like you want the
Gotham City guys to just come in and blow it up.
Yeah, the Gotham City, the Gotham Rogues against the was it Bay City something
Rollers? I think it was the Bay City Rollers.
Bay City Rollers. Yep.
Where's the Bayside Tigers?
Go Bayside.
So,
my favorite song.
Yeah, I just, I really don't know what I wanted the outcome to be. I think I wanted Cincy to win. I like when streaks are broken in either direction, like winning streaks or losing streaks. So I wanted Cincy to win. I was like, oh my god, they can actually. My goodness, they could actually do it. This is fantastic
for AJ McCarron.
And then Pittsburgh pulls it out.
Well, Pittsburgh pulls it out / Cincinnati blows it up.
Rigmarole.
Landry Jones comes out and you can't even beat Landry Jones. I didn't even know who their backup was.
Oh yeah.
Because Roethlisberger hurt his shoulder on that hit by Perfect. Probably
Fontaine Perfect. Yeah.
That's an idiot.
Mr. Perfect.
That's right. Yeah, Vontaze Burfict can throw a football and then run down the length of the field and then catch it.
If you threw the ball high enough, I don't think that would actually be that difficult.
Okay,
Matt, let's see you
coming up next week.
Well, like you wouldn't have to do a full length of I don't know. Is he throw from the end zone or the other end zone?
Did I tell you I was watching the network and I saw the outtakes of that? Because obviously he didn't hit the basketball shot in the first take or the strike on the first take or the pool shot in the first take. Like all that stuff was just just happened to keep the take where he hit it. Yeah,
unbelievable.
He wasn't
news.
He wasn't.
A little part of you wants to believe that he hits that stuff. What's the basketball shot he hits?
Behind the back, no look. Yeah.
I could probably given enough opportunities, I could do that too.
You know what I'm actually surprised by is that commercial with Cabby where he hits 3 strikes in a row. You see that one?
Oh yeah.
Is that real though?
With my girl,
I think so. I don't know how you can fake that. Unless you got
small pieces of dynamite and blow up. You just had to hit the kid.
They built a bowling alley set. They built that and they blew it up.
I've never done that, by the way. Big ball bowling. Anyway, we'll get back to the Bengals. We'll get back to the Cincinnati Bengals, the bumbling Bengals. What? So 15-0 and come back to lose it all and something like that. 15-0.
Yeah, 15-0. And then they come back and make it 16-50, and they're like, "Oh wow, they actually might do it." And then a bunch of rigmarole happened. What was the rigmarole exactly? So I kind of read it, but I didn't quite understand it.
Oh, so So
well, okay, they go up 16-15, and so the Steelers have the ball, and the Steelers throw an interception, which should end the game.
Yes.
And then on the ensuing Bengals play, hand off to Jeremy Hill, who fumbles it. Steelers recover it.
Didn't mean to do that.
Not intentional.
Yeah.
Then the Steelers, it's a couple plays, and then they go to throw it to Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown gets destroyed. unsportsmanlike penalty. They get 30 yards in penalties off the hit, which puts them well within field goal range, and they're only down 1 with minutes to go.
How stupid can you be to do that?
Well,
it was
real? And Brown got his head like knocked off. It was one of those hits where you're like, oh, that guy got knocked out immediately.
But it's like a playoff game. Like, just hit him.
Yeah.
And, like, you don't have to play.
Well,
you
the
know?
dumb thing is,
that's my logic. But
that hit was not. It was the second contact. Like, he wasn't getting the ball already. Like, it was a late arriving hit too. Especially egregious.
Who hit him?
Vontez Burfict.
Perfect, yeah.
Oh, it's perfect.
Mr. Perfect.
If anything happened in the game, just assume Vontez Burfict did it, and you're better safe than sorry.
Well, I'm just looking at Pac-Man Jones's wiki right now, so yeah. I'm just thinking of Pac-Man. So Perfect hit him 30 yards.
Then Joey Porter comes on the field. He's the something's coach.
He's the linebacker coach.
Yeah, he's the linebacker coach for the Steelers. So he comes on the field, which definitely shouldn't have happened anyway, and starts apparently mouthing off. And then Pac-Man gets a 15-yard penalty, and which puts the Steelers at the 17-yard line, 18-yard line, and they just kick it right there.
It's
They're
like
like,
chip shot.
Not even gonna do anything. Yeah, chip shot, 35-yarder, boom, game over. Game over.
I also did watch a montage of actually I retweeted the montage of the Bengals fans crying.
Oh.
That's right.
That made me sad, man. I was sad.
I didn't see it.
It's just people crying.
I don't like when people get
Still,
upset.
my favorite.
I do
my
a little
favorite
bit.
sports reaction is the guy tearing his
Browns
jersey off.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen that, but I know.
Oh, dude,
how much
it's
you love
insane.
It's within seconds of the way that game ends. That's the best part. It's not like he's
But it's
like
a brand new. It's a this season
jersey. Yeah.
jersey.
Was it
yeah,
Joe
I know.
Thomas
Like
or something?
it's sad to watch people crying, but it's like they'll be fine. Just hope they make it. home
you'll
safe.
get over it. Yes, sissies.
They'll be fine. So they cried, and Pac-Man Jones, I think he cried on the bench, and then he. I don't know why football players want to do this, but then he went on a rant against the refs with a bunch of swears, and then Deion Sanders told him to take it down, and he put up a new one where he was still it's like, I've had my 10 minutes, but still, them refs was awful. And I'm surprised Pac-Man's still playing. He's been in the league a long time,
9
11
seasons.
years.
No kidding. Yeah.
Yeah, well, 11 years, but 9 seasons because he was 11 years, 10 seasons.
Oh, that's poor
He was
lady.
suspended for 2007.
Oh, Pac-Man's crying.
Yeah,
It's only one fan actually crying.
And then there's one dude in the stands by himself, one buffer seat between him and the next person, just totally bereft. Actually, the best NFL crying was No Sean Moreno during the anthem.
Oh my
That
God! With
slow
just pours out of
motion.
his
That's
face.
so odd to
Creepiest
me.
thing ever.
so
Creepiest
awesome.
thing of all time. Just who cries like that?
No Sean Moreno. So Pac-Man Jones. Because I remember Pac-Man being involved in total nonstop action in 2007 when he was
That's wrestling,
suspended.
by the way, everybody.
Yeah, I was going to say TNA, but I didn't know if people would know what that stood for. So he was supposed to wrestle there, but he wasn't allowed to wrestle because of his contract.
Is it still called? I just when you really
No,
think
they
about
call
how
it Impact.
stupid that is, it's total
name?
nonstop
It's
action is a horrible name.
It was NWA TNA, and
Yeah.
then just TNA, and now Impact.
Impact Wrestling, that's all it's called.
Impact Wrestling, yeah, which is slightly better.
You know that your company's doing well when you have to rename your company 3 times in 10 years.
Yeah.
I'm surprised, and they've changed networks 3 times in the last year or two.
Apple used to be called Bananas.
No, it did not.
No, it didn't.
Are you?
I'm reading this Steve Jobs book. It did not.
sure, Seth. Pretty sure, Seth.
It was
No,
not.
Nintendo used to be called Bananas. That's why they made Donkey Kong. That was their flagship game. Yeah, and Mario was supposed to be a bad guy. Actually,
And it turns out
Jumpman.
Mario is missing.
Hmm.
So if somebody has eyes on Mario or can tell us where he is, please call.
Turns out,
If you wanna
according
know
to a
about the
video game
Trans-American
from
period-
1922,
Yeah, it turns out he's at the Trans-America Pyramid in
In San Francisco?
San Francisco. You can learn a lot about that. What were the other cities? It was
Well, there was Rome and there was Tulsa.
yes, there was Rome. Yeah, there was Tulsa.
Yeah, College Station, Texas.
I don't think that was it. I don't think that was there.
I think they went to
Did they go to Toronto too? No, I don't think so.
Toronto. I think they were definitely Bathurst.
now I know you're lying.
They went to go see the Acadie Bathurst Titan.
He's lying well.
No, I want to find out whatever, it doesn't matter. All right,
Call people
so
liars with a British accent because it's better that way.
So since he bungled it, Bengals bungled.
Have not won a playoff game since 1989, I want to say, or 1990 with Boomer Esiason at the helm.
Oh, boy.
It's been 24 years, I think, something like that.
Male Hemp.
Oh, my gosh.
You give it high fives. So, yeah, they're awful.
Yeah.
So let's not
somehow
talk
less
about them at all
awful
next
than the
season.
Houston Texans, but whatever. You can't lose 30-0 in a freaking playoff game.
I thought for a second, when the Steelers were up 15-0, I was like, are we going to see 2 shutouts on the same day?
Yeah, because well, it's funny. I was watching with friends who, probably 3 years ago, we watched a wild card weekend coupled with a World Junior Championship game. And so one of the games was KC against Indy, and Indy came back down 24 points or something like that. And the game after that, I think, was unreal too. So we watched the first game, and that was at best on Saturday to be called a dud. We were like,
Wasn't a stud. It was not a stud.
The Steelers game, not a lot was happening because of the rain and everything. You're like, ugh. But, made a bit of an entertaining game. Still disappointing. But, yeah, that Texans game, if one of the worst performances I've ever seen in the playoffs, ever, of all time.
What was Brian Hoyer's, stats with, 61 yards and 3 interceptions in the first half?
Yeah. And then threw another one in the second half. You got to put in chubby-faced Whedon at that point.
The weed man, right?
Yeah. But you see him on the bench. He's just walking around. You're like, he would look at a shape sitting next to me on the couch. Not alone, being on an NFL bench. So
Same with, what's his name, Sebastian Janikowski, but he's a kicker.
Yeah, Seabass, it doesn't really matter. But there was a point in that game where Leckler, who's the punter for Houston, was talking to Watt, and we're like, oh my god, he's got a big gray beard and doesn't looks like someone's dad. You're like, someone get your dad out of the way here. JJ Watt's got stuff to do. Turns out he didn't because again, the Texans sucked. But yeah, some guys look very out of place on an NFL bench. You don't have to look like an athlete to be an athlete. It helps.
No,
especially if your baseball scouts are looking at you, it really helps.
Yeah, apparently.
But
Oh yeah, saw to Bartolo Colon. That's a great looking guy.
So favorite kind of cologne.
So loudy. So yeah, Houston whiffs hard.
Yep.
Whomever, Kansas City has got a date with Destiny next week.
Tom Brady
on the tundra.
Jillian Edelfield.
Foxborough. So who's
Jimmy Garoppolo?
Who is New England supposed to get back next week?
Jillian Edelfield. This Saturday, Julian's back. Back in the New York groove. I think Vollmer's coming back. Hopefully that'll shore up the offensive line. Steven Jackson will get, a couple weeks to play with the Pats, so we'll see what happens there. I'm excited. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. You don't want a team on the 11-game win streak coming to your neck of the woods, but you play the cards.
You play to win the game.
The dealer handed to you when you're playing poker or blackjack or baccarat, whatever. You play the hand you're dealt, and you play to win the game, so we'll see.
I like playing gin rummy.
I like playing against Andy Reid, as Bill Simmons has said many times. It's just basically not if he'll screw up, just a matter of when, and you just go from there. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there.
So wait for Kansas City to screw up and then capitalize.
Yeah, I mean, the Pats have looked very terrible the last couple weeks against the Jets and against the Dolphins.
Just brutal.
So we'll see.
Very painful games to watch.
Happens. Yeah.
I'm thinking
trying to get my girl into the Pats, and it was easily the most boring game any of us had seen ever.
Yeah.
Really?
I was like, is this what it's like to like terrible teams?
Yeah. Like in the games yesterday too, it was like
I wouldn't know
that. You're like, oh, football can be bad sometimes. I forgot about that. Why am I wasting my time here? So you could make the argument that the Pats weren't trying, but they had stuff to play for, and they looked, like they were, making formations and trying to throw passes here and there. So we'll see.
How long did they keep Tom in that game? Did they keep him in the whole time?
Until the last 2 minutes. I think a minute 54 left, Garoppolo came, and they were down 10. So it was still not out of reach totally in the Tom Brady pantheon, but they just figured, let's just take the loss and get it over with. Yeah. I mean, Denver still needs to win to maintain home field advantage, and they're going to play the Steelers. Yeah. So that'll be a good game. That's right? Yeah.
Yeah, Denver plays the Steelers, yeah.
Which is Saturday night or Sunday?
Should be. So I think, to my memory, they put both conferences on the same day, right?
I don't remember them doing that. I thought back in the day they used to, do one of each, but, this year it looks like it's AFC.
The Steelers are playing Sunday at 5:40, so it's
so
half
they're changing
next week.
Oh, so that's going to be. I was going to say it's be the national game, but they're all national games.
Well, I figured out why they put the AFC games on Saturday.
And why is that?
Because Saturday has an A in it, and they put the NFC games on Sunday because Sunday has an N in it.
Every day has an A in it.
Yeah, but Saturday's got a bonus A for AFC.
So could do it.
Say AFC did your day.
I was rewatching a documentary about the AFL called Full Color Football, available entirely on YouTube. If you haven't seen it, it's very, very good, very interesting.
You've rewatched a documentary on AFL football?
Technically, it's a documentary miniseries. Anyway,
don't sleep on YouTube. By the way, YouTube's got some stuff.
The
They got some good
Patriots.
quality.
Is anyone sleeping on YouTube? By the way,
Don't sleep on YouTube. Don't sleep on YouTube, guys.
I wasn't going to buy matches because I was going to sleep on YouTube, but Will's telling me not to. Anyway, so the Patriots used to play exclusively on Friday nights, and everybody else played on Sundays because the people in New England were too big of New York Giants fans. They didn't want to compete with them, so they only played on Fridays
to avoid
conflict, so that people would actually watch the Boston Patriots.
Wow.
Weird to think that now, given our history.
Apparently, Fox wants Thursday Night Football, so it sounds like that's still a thing that's going to be happening.
Well, when they offered Thursday Night Football, they were like, "Hey, Google, Apple, Yahoo, do you want to go for it too?"
The worst for Thursday Night Football game will get more ratings than a World Series with the Yankees in it, so it doesn't really matter. You can make your argument.
Popular.
I think someone ran stats on it and was like, it's not any. You think it's worse than any other game? It's not. It's just maybe not.
I don't think it's worse than
where people are like, ugh,
yeah.
They're all sloppy and they're this, and they're like, nah, they're not really. Statistically speaking, I don't know. Nate's
I think people put too big a point on the night of the week. I just think it's a little weird. That's all. And also, the color rush thing is not a great idea.
That's great. Keep doing that. Do that every game.
What would do you think Alex? Do you think the Patriots would wear just all blue or all or kind of white? I guess.
If there's another, if they have another jersey, I'll buy it. But I'm a sucker for stuff
That's
like
why
that. They need a
new
something real cool, like a third jersey. They won't do it because the stupid helmet rule.
I hate that. Change the helmet rule, guys.
What's the helmet rule?
Wear
again?
the helmet.
You can't change helmet shells.
Helmet.
Yeah.
So
the
Steelers
can get away. The Steelers can get away with their retro stuff because it looks it looks pretty much the same.
Yes. It's weird that they have their logo on one side of their helmet. By the way,
Steelers.
Yes.
I mean, their helmet, their logo is also different colors from who they are, just because it's based off that old steel company there.
Yes. Yeah.
People weren't
There's a reason. There's the three colors,
creative
by the way.
with names back in the day.
No, that's a great part.
But
They should be called the Pittsburgh Thieves, right?
yeah, the Pittsburgh Pirates. How about that? They steal things. Oh wait.
I don't like that people give the nickname Bucks to the Pittsburgh Pirates because there's already a team called the Buccaneers in a different league. That's confusing.
Who fired their head coach for no reason? I didn't understand that.
And
at all.
also, there's a
Well,
team.
you heard because they wanted to keep their offensive coordinator, so they promoted him.
There's
is
another
that
team
what they
called
did?
the Bucks. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Who's
they
the
were
head
like
coach of the Bucks now.
Cater. I don't know how to say his name, but their offensive coordinator
Hoda?
was like pretty highly prized, and they were like,
Hoda-
"We're going to lose
Hodakotby?
him. We don't lose him." Yeah. Hoda Kotb. Kathy Lee is the defensive coordinator.
Nice.
Yeah.
She knows a little bit about football.
She would.
Hubby.
I mean,
May he rest in peace.
yeah. I heard he was
There's also a team called the Bucks in the NBA.
Milwaukee.
Hey, you know what? Well, that's a good point.
Milwaukee. So a lot of Bucks.
There used to be 2 Rough Riders in the CFL. What's your point?
Yeah, that was
Same
a good
team,
point.
same name.
So
Rough
upsetting.
Riders.
You guys hear that?
I did hear that. What's going on?
It's just a drawer. I just wonder if you guys could hear it.
Just close your drawer. Don't pull that drawer.
Okay,
Please
sorry.
don't.
It's a bit
Please
loud.
don't do that.
It's
Yeah.
a bit loud. The 3 listeners won't care. Yeah, or, back in the day where it's just like, they're the Browns because I'm Paul Brown and I own the team, and obviously I'm going to name them after me.
And then I'm going to make the Bengals and name the stadium after me. So the Browns sometimes play in Paul Brown Stadium. In
So let's
Cincinnati.
imagine everyone just names their team after their owner. So you have the New England Crafts. And
That's
they could
good.
have,
It has, like, some scissors and glue
and
as the
some
logo.
sparkles on their logo. That would be good.
I like that a
The
lot, actually.
Baltimore.
No, wouldn't it be like the mac and cheeses?
Well, no, because it's going to be Kraft,
No,
right?
it's Kraft.
Is it that Kraft, by the way?
No.
I think it is. No, it's not? Oh,
No.
I thought it was like the food people. I thought it was the food guys.
Well, why do you think?
Why do you think
no,
the wrong Kraft?
No, Walken. Don't do that.
Christopher Walken
Actually,
keep like
doing
a
it.
terrible John
Pittsburgh
Travolta.
Walkins.
Keep doing it, but you have to do only that voice the rest of the podcast.
Welcome to the Triple Threat Podcast. My name's... that sounds like Borat.
My name is Chris Walken.
Yeah.
Okay, so Alex, you're going to say who are the Colts? They would be the Indianapolis
They'd be the Indianapolis Ursays.
Ursays. So they would
The
have
Jacksonville
Ursay, my car.
Jaguars would become the Jacksonville
Cons. That's cool.
Ooh, yeah.
That'd be pretty badass. They could have something.
Ricardo Maltabon on their
Yeah, shirt wide open, hairless, totally.
jerseys. Or possibly Benedict.
I think you could. Yeah, no,
Spoiler
Can I spoil
alert.
that now?
Yeah, no.
Okay, he's con.
yeah. Ricardo Montalban.
So,
Well, who owns the
he in the third one?
Ravines?
Steve Biscotti.
Biscotti?
Biscotti.
Biscotti's perfect. They could just be a jar of
Jar of little...
little bready cookie things.
Didn't someone get a Biscotti jar for Christmas?
Emily got a
You get
biscotti jar
biscotti
for
jars?
She's
Christmas.
supposed to give me a Biscotti. Never got one. Thanks, Em.
Ooh.
Oh, you want biscotti-less?
Does she bake? I say cook them. Does she bake them?
No, the biscotti came in the jar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could she make biscotti? Yes. Would she? Probably not. There's not a lot of point.
Not a lot of point. Yeah, because you guys aren't coffee drinkers, right?
We are not coffee drinkers. That's a thing. You have to do like one with the other.
Neither. Oops, that was loud. Sorry.
Well, yeah, biscotti. I mean, I don't eat biscotti with my coffee because I'd be 100 pounds heavier if I did that every day. But that's yeah, it's a thing.
Sure.
Oh, man, I went to this
Biscotti
place.
in the coffee. You dip it.
Went to this place in Halifax called the
Damn it.
Old Apothecary Bakery,
Oh.
which is
Rolls
on
off the tongue.
Old Apothecary, which is in on Barrington Street. But they had like pour over coffee, which I had never dealt with before. That was kind of cool.
Never dealt with.
Pour over.
No,
Oh, I've
Never
heard of that
seen
before.
They put like the filter there, and then they
Yeah, they pour it
filter,
over. Yeah.
and they just pour it right over.
Yeah.
Just like done.
Some of the Starbucks wants me to keep doing because they have what's it called, the Clover machine.
Oh,
This big machine, like this big fancy pour over machine. And I can always tell the good Starbucks employees because they're always offering it. I'm like, wow, you offer that for like every just black coffee you have? I just want like a tall blonde roast, and they're
when
just
you
like,
have
want the
like
Clover?
pressed or pour over stuff, and then you go to like drip coffee, you're like, oh, it's not as good.
Yeah, roommate got a French press for Christmas, and he quite enjoys it, and it's good. For me, I'm like, it's good. I like the Keurig just because it's like coffee immediately.
I like the Keurig. Oh, that's not a good impression to do anymore.
No, that's
Was that supposed to
I'll
be
actually
first of all,
forbid
it
that one.
was very poorly done. And
Hoda
second of all,
Cosby?
in very bad taste.
Yes, but what doesn't taste bad is French press coffee.
I like the French press, then I bench press. Bench press.
It's a wonky bench, Alex. You got an imbalance. You got an imbalance with your musculature.
Didn't some wrestler used to do this?
Well, the Lucha Dragons do that currently. Yeah, they do Lucha.
But someone else did it, and they were both tag teams. It was weird.
I wonder what the first one was. I don't remember. I think you might be thinking.
Someone did this. Oh, Fandango.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
I like how I'm doing like a bunch of stuff that no one can see. I just realized that. Sorry.
Alex is lifting his arms again.
Alex is the first guy to point out how silly it is to do something visual on the podcast. And
But I
yet
forgot that I was doing. That's the thing, is I'm not like, here's a precursor. I know you can't see this, but I'm doing this, which is pumping my fists, and not at both at once, but in alternating, like pistons in a car. I don't know how cars work.
Speaking of,
And there's
you can't
pistons
see
that are things other than cars.
me. John Cena's out, possibly through WrestleMania. By the way,
So did he come back and then
he came back
immediately
for
get
like a
injured?
hot minute, and then because he was filming his reality show, and he came back for a hot minute, and then he's
What's
just
his
like,
reality show?
Yeah.
it's like a military show, like teams of,
he's like a host.
yes, yeah. He's the host in a very, very, very tight zip jacket, like one of those, like, I guess Lulu style jackets. I saw a picture of him, and it's like the jacket's probably a double XL, but on him it's like vein tight.
he's so freaking big. I
He's
saw him
big
on
guy.
like a cover of a magazine, like Men's Health
of
or
Cat
something like
Fancy.
that.
It was Cat Fancy.
Cat Fancy,
magazine.
yeah, all about dim fancy paws. But like he's like just wearing a t-shirt and his mom. You're like, that doesn't look normal at all. If you saw him walking down the street, you'd be like, what's wrong with him?
Here's the thing. I saw like he had a documentary that was made years ago, like 2010, and he's training like right before WrestleMania 26, and he's like, "Well, leg day falls before WrestleMania. You know, it's not ideal, but you know, got to do what you got to do." It's like you can't reschedule that leg day right before WrestleMania. Like,
move some things around, man.
Yeah, right, dude. Like it's okay, but he's like going on about his training. He's like, "Yeah, I stretch and I do he has like the foam roller and all that sort of thing." He's like, "And now you know I don't get injured." And it's funny because Seth Rollins said the same thing about CrossFit. He's like, "I love doing CrossFit. You know, I don't get injured." And now, unfortunately, both those guys are currently out. But John's had a bunch of injuries over the last year.
I think you don't realize that it's also just partially like being young and then getting older. I guess more in John's case.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, in John's case, yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. 'Cause, yeah, John's always getting hurt. And he's a really big guy, but he's seems like he's getting hurt more and more often now. So I don't know if they got to look at the schedule or what, but like it's. I
mean, the schedule is ridiculous. It's like if you're good, you should be on TV. There's a 3-hour TV show.
There has
all the
been
time.
arguments for like an off season, which isn't a bad idea, but
which is basically what happens anyway for guys. They just have off seasons at different times, and they just take time off. But like the roster going into WrestleMania is super depleted. It's
not ideal.
It's not ideal, no. And
that's why Vince and Kenny McMahon had to come back.
Yeah, until he gets injured somehow and tears both his quads in the ring. And he did that.
That was a while ago.
He did that when he was a much younger man in 2005. He was way younger then.
I haven't watched wrestling religiously in a long time.
I think I'm going to take a break from. That sounds good. I'm going to take a break from Raw for now.
Ooh.
I took a break from SmackDown, but I'm going to take a break from Raw and just kind of like listen to results and stuff because
that show should not be 3 hours.
Yeah, it's ludicrous.
It's too long, and they do it because USA wants them to. Basically, they're like, "Yeah, we need you to be 3 hours for advertising."
What?
Revenue.
No,
and actually, they have 5 hours of USA programming because SmackDown moved to USA last week. So it's a USA Network thing. They're like, we want you to be 3 hours, which is just, it's brutal. I remember when Monday Nitro was 3 hours long. I was like, this is a bad idea. And now Monday Raw is a 3 hour
So why are you taking a break from it?
Just because it's a big time commitment. And
like WWE, if Will Vaughn's not watching your programming, you got issues. You got shoes.
Yeah.
It's just a big time commitment. And also, like, Raw, even though there was a world title change just a couple weeks ago, Raw from week to week really isn't that, like, surprising or shocking.
Yeah.
But I do like me some Rumble. And do you guys know what the stipulation is in the Rumble this year?
Oh, no. Let's try and guess it.
I don't like that. Like, is it not WrestleMania? Is that what you're saying?
Just try to guess it.
Well, okay.
I think it's going to be like a color rush, like the NFL. So everyone comes out in brightly colored clothes. It's going to look really cool.
You
same
have
top,
to.
same bottoms.
You have to get thrown into the ring. You got the apron over the top into the ring.
Actually, I want an independent promotion.
No,
to do that.
I'm certain they have.
Oh.
No.
You lose when you get in the ring.
I did see a lava match at one point that was...
Yes, Alex saw a Rumble match. A lava match.
Yep. It's so disappointing.
What would you call it? We call it a Rumble Royal or something? Or an Rumble
Royal? Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Throw him in the ring.
All right. What's the stip? What's the stip?
The stip is Roman Reigns is in it, and it's for the title. So,
that's kind of cool.
He's
Burns
eliminated.
Is that like the authorities?
Whoever wins the Rumble,
screw you, bro.
Yeah, that's basically it.
So he's still got a title match at WrestleMania. It's just their title.
Whoever wins gets the title match at WrestleMania. But
unless they lose it at the February pay-per-view.
That's so not
at the
good.
February at Fastlane, right?
I always I like the Ric Flair Rumble where it was like
the '92 Rumble is like my favorite.
It was like a loose. The belt was just available.
It was whoever won that because of the controversy that no, wait, that wasn't
at this Tuesday in Texas, I think.
Was that the one where it was the twins, right?
No, that was that's earlier.
That was for WrestleMania.
This is Undertaker 4. who cheated to win the title.
Yeah. Because the Andre the Giant thing where Andre said he was the World Tag Team Championship when he won the title. He's like, I'm now WWF World Tag Team Champions. I'm like, oh, dude. I know English isn't your first language. But
It should be any language, though. Come on.
You say that. No, that was for WrestleMania 8. Yeah, you're right. And the Undertaker thing was for WrestleMania. Royal Rumble 92. But Royal Rumble 92 is one of the best snapshots of like early 90s WWF I've ever seen, and also features some of the best commentary by Bobby the Brain Heenan I've ever heard. It's fantastic. So it's kind of like that, except but like, does Roman have
the title holders in the match? That's stupid.
Does Roman have to enter first or 30th, or like what's the deal? What is the deal?
Is Lesnar coming back for that?
I think Lesnar's going to be on Raw this week.
Manitowoc County's own.
I might actually take back what I said and watch Raw this week. But I got class that night. I also record.
You got class. I'm not going to watch Raw anymore. I might watch it this week though.
I also do not have a problem.
Made a strong declaration, and now I'm like, maybe I'll change my mind already. But yeah, that's the situation right now. It's just everyone's hurt, and Rumble is for the title. That's the snapshot. But I'll keep watching NXT because I enjoy that show on the network. And NXT's an hour long each week, and their pay-per-views are like 2.5. It's great.
Yeah, excessive.
And
I heard they just signed a bunch of New Japan guys like AJ Styles.
Yeah, I heard that too.
They did. Yeah. The Bullet
Do that
Club.
10 years ago when it's relevant. Don't do it now.
Yeah.
It's like bringing in Sting and all these other pieces of ish, and you're just like, who cares? Do it when it's, they're only coming there because it's the only show in town.
It is.
Only S&T.
Yeah. Besides Impact Wrestling.
So the only show in town, yeah.
If you want to be part of Impact Wrestling.
So the only
Kurt
show in
Angle
town.
And
so the only show in town, yeah.
It's like, no.
Well, have you seen Making a Murderer, by the way?
Oh yeah.
No, I haven't, and I really need to, don't I?
I think it would be good if you like that kind of thing. It's just
like
scratching.
If you like 10 hours,
everyone's
trial.
losing their mind over Making a Murderer, so I know I need to.
It's very well
I'd just
done.
like to
It
discuss
should
it on the
it
show.
should be less than 10 episodes.
Should be 6.3 episodes. 8 episodes.
Yeah, it would be totally fine.
But anyway, well, you should check it out. That was how I spent my summer vacation. That was like my New Year's Eve, was just watching episode after episode of Making a Murderer.
Oh yeah,
with Charcuterie.
With Charcuterie, how did that look? Good. How did it taste? Did it taste good?
It's good. I mean, the thing is, you got like cheeses, you got your olives, you got your cured meats, and then you're like, holy crap, I'm thirsty. It's so salty. So yeah, had some duck prosciutto, boar salami, smoked salmon,
really
spicy
boar salami,
and then some noix jambon, and it was good.
You said you had boar.
Had boar.
I found okay. You know how like there's different.
It was exciting.
There's different names for different groups of animals and things like that.
Sure.
Word of cross. A group of boars I found out this week is called a singular of boars.
Ooh.
That's stupid, right? Like a singular. You would think a singular of boars would be a one boar. It's a singular.
I would just be like, there's a boar right there.
Who came up with that?
I don't know.
Those are all dumb. Those are all one of those things. I'm like, I'm sure that none of those are real, right?
I don't. I never know what owls is. I always want to call it one thing, and I don't think
it's a parliament.
Parliament. I always want to call it
Parliament of Owls.
What? No. Come on.
No. I gotta go. I'm out.
Alex is wearing a hoodie, and it looks like he has dreadlocks. I can only imagine him wearing dreadlocks all day.
He looks like Adam Pac-Man Jones.
Adam Pac-Man Pally?
Is it because I'm in blackface that I look like Adam Pac-Man?
Whoa, dude.
I was going to ask that earlier, but I thought I'd let it go.
Over here.
I just want to mention that two things, just because we're looking at the wiki page right now.
Okay.
That Impact Wrestling's ratings have dropped from like by half in just this past year, but also they're celebrating their 600th episode on Tuesday. So good for them. 600 episodes.
What network?
Maybe
because they're on Spike.
They were on Spike, and then they were on Destination America, and now they're on Pop.
What?
They're on Pop. Remember Pop, guys?
So that
song by NSYNC. That's a great song.
Like this dirty pop, this must be now. What you want to try?
Yeah, so it used to be
things we do because we were just funny what we like and say the same for you.
Oh, it used to be the TV Guide Network.
Me animosity.
Oh my gosh.
Just worry about yours, and I'm getting mine, baby. Can't you see?
So you're saying it's on channel?
You know what Pop
Channel
did?
8?
Yeah, it used to be Channel 8. used to be the TV Guide Network, like the electronic program guide. So that's where Impact Wrestling is. It's on Channel 8, where you got to wait for your show to come up on the thing, set to elevator music, so you can find out when Just for Laughs is on the Comedy Channel again, on Channel 49.
6 o'clock as always.
Yeah. 6 o'clock as always.
I don't know if that's true.
It was something like that.
Yeah.
I just remember. Do you remember we had that like premium cable package preview for a while?
Oh yeah, that's what we found TBS and Teletoon.
It's TBS and Teletoon and comedy, and it was like such a. It was like, wow, I didn't know television could be fun, and it was.
Yeah, it felt like such
amazing.
a chore before. We're like, mom and dad were like, television. We're like, can't we just eat our vegetables instead? They're like, watch it. You sit down and watch the television now.
You watch it. You sit down and watch TV. Sit down and watch TV, and and then we'll vacuum while you guys watch TV. Like, we'll do chores, you guys watch TV. That is your chore, children. And they made us do that, and we're better men for it. I think we're worse men for it. But I remember that preview was a lot of fun. I just remember that, like, when we lost it, I was like, no, because everyone lost it at like different times. Like, it got shut off in everybody's house at different times, seemingly. We had it for a while.
Well, it was like something that was like it was like the power lines behind the house had like a thing you could unscrew and get them or something. I don't know. It was like
that sounds like a bit of an.
I don't know. Maybe I was young when that happened.
Yes, you were young. You're still young to me, Matt. You're still.
Thank you. I guess sure.
I meant that in a good way. Youthful.
Yep, sure. Yeah. I'll take that.
Mature.
No, didn't mean that.
Wasn't I talking about something before you got on your little Impact cable rant?
You were talking about charcuterie.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't that exciting, I guess.
Yeah, you're kind of done with that, eh?
That's what I had when I played video golf. We had a charcuterie plate at video golf.
It's good stuff,
and
man.
It complemented video golf quite well.
Oh,
actually, charcuterie is not a good thing to share with like too many people because like somebody always eats all like the ham or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, the duck prosciutto. Someone always eats the duck prosciutto.
I really enjoyed the duck stuff I had.
It's kind of awkward though when you go in and they're like, "Hey, we have boar salami, we have duck prosciutto," and you're just like, "Can you just tell me what to get?" And then I'll just.
Can I get a singular of boar, please?
Which are good.
And they bring you a whole smoked boar.
Someone told me the other day. Apparently, like Saskatchewan has such a problem with boars that there are more boars in Saskatchewan than people.
There's more boars?
Yeah, so it's like 1 million.
4.
You'll have there's at least one. There's at least 4 scores of boars in Saskatchewan.
I was gonna say that.
40, there might be 44 scores of boars.
44 scores of boars.
4 boars in 7 years ago.
Yeah,
from shore to shore.
You can hunt boars in Tomb Raider, which is a game I'm still obsessed with because it's quite fun. Rise of the Tomb Raider, I recommend it.
Well, Rise of the Tomb Raider or Terminator?
Tomb Raider. Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Terminator.
Say that.
Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Blitz was the best video game of all time, and it's never gotten better than that.
That's right.
Everything in the world peaked when Blitz came out.
Even Blitz 2000 couldn't match its fantasticness. Who played Blitz most recently? I'm gonna guess it's Matt.
Yeah, it's definitely Matt.
I look back. I saw the picture I took of it, which was I was playing as the. I just put it in, and I was like,
NFL, right?
Was it like 103 to nothing or something?
It was 103 to 3. They made me 103 to 3.
You were losing 103 to 3.
Yeah. It was the Minnesota Vikings against the New England Patriots.
Oh, so you can play as real NFL teams?
Yeah. It was licensed. I played as what's his name?
Blitz and Blitz 2000 had the license.
Who was our quarterback? Bledsoe.
Drew Bledsoe.
Yeah. I played it. Yeah, because the problem was every time I threw, I always got intercepted, and there was always touchdowns, and oh man, it was not fun. The video game was not fun.
How many touchdowns? What were the quarterback stats at the end of that game?
I don't know if you remember. I don't think Blitz had stats.
It
wasn't like that. Wasn't really something they were like deeply
didn't
interested
have time
in.
of possession. Didn't have any of that.
No,
stuff.
I could probably guess my time of possession. It was not good.
4 seconds.
I had to have enough to line up that field goal, right? So that must have been pretty good.
To line up that field goal.
I like how you settled for a field goal at one point, by the way.
I don't know. Maybe I bet that was my first drive. I bet that was like the first thing I did. I was like, let's see how I do here. And then after that, I just got my head caved in.
Set the tone.
How are you still play? If I was down like 17-3, this game's stupid. I'm shutting off. You got lost 103.
Hold on. I gotta bring up
the long enough for them to score that many points. How are you so bad at it?
I mean, there's nicer ways to ask that question.
Why are you so bad at life?
Oh, I found it. I just found it.
So bad.
It was in the fourth quarter with a second left. It was Minnesota 103, New England 3.
So Dante Culpepper really
did you take a knee
the heat
after that?
I don't know. I think it was probably the end of the game there.
Was that the Dante Culpepper, like Chris Carter? Chris Carter. Yeah, Chris Carter.
Yes, Chris Carter.
Coach Carter?
I was thinking Chris Carter, the creator of the X-Files. And who else do they have? Randy Moss, right? It's Carter and Moss and Culpepper?
Yeah,
see, that's probably why I didn't do too well.
And Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, they all played at once.
Adrian Peterson was the ball boy.
We're talking about like how Calvin Johnson might retire, and they're like, "Really? He's young." I'm like, wasn't he picked
30.
first overall? And I was like, he was not picked first overall. He's picking second overall because Jamarcus Russell was picked first overall that draft.
Oh. Gracious.
Yeah, he's good at sports.
So Jamarcus Russell's part of the Calvin Johnson Jr. 1.
Calvin Johnson 1.
Calvin Johnson 1.
Yep.
Yeah, he's retiring at like 30-ish. Which I don't.
He's not necessarily retiring.
It's not guaranteed. Language, bro.
It's not guaranteed to retire.
He's not retiring. He's considering.
He wants to get traded. He wants to get traded. He wants to get out of Detroit.
Yeah, come to New England to catch footballs with Tommy.
Well, that's what they thought about Barry Sanders back in the day. They're like, you know what?
That's right. Yeah, you're right.
Was I talking about?
I don't know.
Barry Sanders. Everyone was like, you know, he's probably just
right,
leaving
and you
to
didn't believe
become
me.
a thing, and then it's just like, no. I'm actually retiring. They're like, oh, we just didn't think you wanted you on the team. It's like, no, I quit. I'm like, okay, well, you quit all football then. Good for you. You're only crying one of the best running backs of all time.
All time. I didn't know he retired so young.
Who, Sanders?
Yeah.
But like, it's not even the age. It was just like he was still very good, or was the best running back in the league. So it's just like not even Adrian Peterson. It'd be like Todd Gurley. Just he's too young. It'd be like someone really good retiring, like Calvin Johnson. For lack of a better comparison.
Justin Forsett.
Same team, too. Justin, shut up.
Same team, same name.
You know who should retire? Joel Flacco.
No, Joe, what? No.
Yeah,
he's going to restructure his contract. He's going to make some space
that team
for
is garbage. You just
everybody else. Hey, man, they lost like 11 games by like one possession. They're not that bad.
They're bad. They're bad. They should feel bad.
They're bad. Your music's bad, and you should feel bad.
Your music is bad, and you should feel bad.
No, they're look. They were not good this season, but I'll tell you what, come back next year. T-Swizzle's going to be back.
This is what I think
Steve
of the
Smith
Ravens
Sr. is coming back. Hey, now
S.
that's a visual. Now that's one mug you don't want to chug. Oh no,
what's that from?
It's from Simpsons.
That's one mug you don't want. Duffman, can't breathe.
Oh no,
no. So
yeah,
voice them, Hank Azaria.
Just
thinking off the top of the dome here.
So my joy right now watching NFL football this weekend is just watching teams below it. So I was happy to see the Bungles and the Texans below it on Saturday.
Yeah, boy. I mean, that's what's always good about. That's why it's the best weekend in sports, when you can watch 4 intense, or supposedly intense, at least games with stuff on the line, and then watch people blow it. It's great.
Can I tell you how badly I wish we had like some kind of feed to Fox Sports 1's whatever show?
How is it still not in Canada?
Jay and Dan are on.
Yeah.
Apparently the ratings aren't that good on that.
I try to listen to the
network overall.
podcast, and they don't podcast like regularly anymore.
They don't?
No.
They don't, but I'll tell you.
Oh,
speaking of French press, Alex FP and like a mug. I'll tell you who does podcast regularly is Serial. Serial always comes back in December. But we're quite regular, right?
Yeah.
Every Monday for the past 20 years. 600th episode.
Speaking of podcasts, Jericho came back to wrestling.
Yeah, speaking of podcasts.
Dig a
won't.
hole.
He won't go away.
Stay out of people's lives.
Yeah.
He won't go away. And
it's like someone's old uncle being like, I'm hip, right? And you're like, get out of here.
It's like, yeah. Yeah, I know. I said I didn't like old Jericho last year, and he won't go away.
He should.
He's got a weird looking body too.
Guys, this is a good 90th podcast. Good job, everybody.
This is 90?
This is 90.
It was not a good one, by the way, just for the record.
What?
Yeah, not
it wasn't bad.
Bring your A game, Alex.
Yeah, your name starts with A. That's the only game you should know.
But your Twitter handle starts with E and ends with Vonix.
And my Instagram handle.
To say that.
Your Instagram
handle.
What are you on Peach?
I don't know.
that what?
What's peach?
Is that a thing?
Friday night, it just started trending because there's like this new social media thing called Peach, and yeah, it's a whole thing. Anyway,
I won't Snapchat, and I won't Peach.
No, I won't Snapchat either.
I won't Snapchat.
I Pinterest, I Snapchat, I Etsy, I Friendster.
Snapchat.
I am on Twitter at mpvaughn. I'm on Instagram, the same place. I haven't done much, but I recently posted a picture of my friend Chris eating a burger that had a chicken and a beef patty on it.
Which is why they invented Instagram in the
No
first
comment.
place.
When the guy who made the burgers got the order, he looked up to see who was doing it, and he was like, "All right, man, you gotta respect that."
Where was this at?
Wow, he was stoned.
The Wendy's at Quinpool. Sure, he was.
How do you order that?
Wendy's at Quinpool.
He was just like, "I want to get a sandwich. Can I get a chicken burger on it too?" And the girl who was doing it barely spoke English to begin with, which is already a bad start. And then her friend came over, and then the manager came over, and he was like, "What do you want to do?" And Chris said it, and he was like, "Oh, yeah, that's easy to do." Just add a patty on there, and then went from there, and it was good. It was interesting. It was an adventure.
Isn't that the thing you can? No, I can't call it. Okay, anyways,
Gosh, I hate that. That's a stupid name. No one would ever name anything like that.
What? Wait, what's it called?
No,
Is it
never
bad?
mind. Don't worry about
say
it.
it. I'll tell you when you're older.
Yeah,
Tell me when.
But you can't say that on the internet.
You get three
yeah.
junior chickens. It's like making a double down at McDonald's, but you do a junior chicken and junior cheeseburger or cheeseburger or something.
I think I've done that before.
The
Wendy's Tim Hortons combo near me renovated last year, and now the Wendy's closed on December 20th apparently, and it had a sign on it. It's like, "This Wendy's is closed forever."
I mean, yeah,
So-
probably become a Burger King, right?
I say they moving next BK, right? Bolsahar got a gold watch. Roll easy on TikTok. All the malls at
Will is going to rap
Alex,
on Twitter
don't give me that face.
at William C. Vaughn.
I'm going to wrap it up.
William C. Vaffin.
William C. Vaughn.
Thank you for 90. We'll see you in 10 weeks for 100. We'll also see you in between for 91
Alex,
through 92.
stop doing that.
If I'm in Prague, I can't
Oh, come on. Hey, yeah, what are we going to do for the 100th episode?
What are we going to the 100th episode? We'll probably
I think I knew that too, Alex. by the way.
compilation maybe.
Compilation. Yes. Oh, let's totally cop out.
That'd be
and do a clip
terrible.
show.
No, because that
Yeah,
just means
someone should
anyway
edit
more
together
work.
all the highlights and lowlights.
It's just an hour of
2-second
silence.
long show. An hour of silence. That's what we should do. We should do that one week just to be like, you know what? We're not saying anything, not doing it. Could you upload an hour of silence? I guess you'd have to turn your mic on in an empty room.
It'd be pretty. Yeah, that would be the way to do it. Is just have an
No,
audio
is it
file. of nothing.
legal to upload an hour of silence? We might.
It's
get
legal. I
arrested.
don't know if it's moral.
It's
Or ethical.
Illogical. It's highly illogical. Jim.
Illogical. That is true. Anyway, we're done. Okay, thanks everybody.
Yeah, I think I'll have a Revenant review next week. By the way.
Revenant.
Yeah.
A remnant of a Revenant review.
I'll review Joy.
And
Okay,
I
good.
will review.
Oh, Matt, come on, dude. Just anything.
Charlie's
Say anything.
Angels 2.
Oh, Electric Boogaloo.
Also written by John August.
Starring Demi Moore in a bikini. Okay. I'm going to McDonald's, guys, right now. I'm going to order myself
sandwich.
a big sandwich. You make me laugh, Canteen Boy.
Yeah, you
All
keep
right.
me young.
Make me laugh some more. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you.
Never at the post office. Bye.
Stamps.com.